What's up everyone? I literally just rolled out of bed and I have some very exciting news, which is that I got a new camera. I've had it for a couple of days, but this is kind of the first chance that I've had to really take time to spend with my new baby. And so I just wanted to sort of invite you to come in and chat and hang out and sort of figure out this new camera with me. So it is, drumroll please, the Olympus Pen E-PL8. E-PL8, and so this is the box that it came in, which is like super, I love it, but it's kind of like, it's very nice. So this is my new baby. Well, this isn't my new baby, this is the box my baby came in. This is my new baby, which is the Olympus Pen E-PL8, and it didn't come with this really cute case, but it's pretty cute. I couldn't not get a case for it like immediately. So I'm gonna turn it on. Okay, I can't turn it on because I've taken the batteries out to charge it, but this is the camera. So today basically all I'm going to be doing is testing out the video feature mainly because I want to see, obviously I love taking photos as well, but I want to see how the video feature goes and what kind of settings I can do with it. So if you are new to Olympus cameras, I know I certainly am. I have been a Canon girl my entire life. I went with Canon and I stuck with it, but for the sake of wanting a really compact camera with like interchangeable lenses and lots of manual settings, I have done so much research and watched so many videos and reviews on this, and I have been wanting an Olympus pen for a very long time. So this is my new baby. We're going to test out some of its features today. Drop in the comments what kind of camera you have, if you are looking at buying an Olympus pen and you're just here to kind of check it out, or if you've already got one and you're figuring it out. Yeah, and we'll see how we go. Okay, so this is my camera. I am currently filming this with my iPhone, hence the shakiness. I'm just testing out the microphone and the autofocus just to make sure that it's all working. I'm just going to move things a little bit closer to the camera to see if it focuses. I can't see it trying to do anything. It's not making any annoying robotic noises, but yeah, hopefully this works. Right, so that one didn't work, but I've tried this one again and I've actually already been sitting here when I've started recording. So hopefully that means that the autofocus has kind of locked itself onto where I am right now. I'm just going to sort of play around with some of the settings again and see if I can fix that focus issue. So I'm just going to take a closer look at what settings we've got available when we are videoing on this Olympus pen. We're currently on the movie setting. Now you've got these symbols down here. These are some of the settings that you can change. And so if we click OK, that brings up all of these different options that you've got to choose from, which is awesome. So I'm just going to go through them. Here we've got eye enhance, which I haven't really played around with, but now if you use the cross arrows, you can see it's actually slightly changing the, I guess, filter on it. Pop art's pretty cool, which is wicked. So, but I did not play around with any of it. WB auto, once again, this kind of changes the colouring as well, depending on if you're outside or depending on where you are. This one's really cool. Down here you've just got whether you want a timer or if you just want a single photo. The next one is this focusing. So this is where I was having issues before. So this is exactly where I went to change those settings. So originally I had it on AF tracking. Now I had thought that that meant it did what I wanted it to, but it didn't. So I actually found that what you need for that one is this continuous autofocus. If you specifically wanted to set the focus and then not have it change on you, single autofocus is what you want. So that's where you can make sure the autofocus is right before you press record, and once you press record it sort of locks that in place for you. Okay, so I think that right now I am like perfectly in focus, theoretically. I keep saying that a lot, but I think that the issue before was that I sat really close to the camera to put it in focus, and then I like leant back a little bit and so I forgot how like specific the focus is, and so just moving back that little bit actually made me a little bit blurry. So I think that this is right. I think once again, if I like move things closer, my cup of coffee, I move things closer, then it's going to go out of focus. So I'm still going to play around with the settings, see if I can get that fixed. I do like the idea of hitting record and then being able to move around and new things come into focus. So yeah, I'm going to have a play around with settings and see if we can fix that. But overall, this is pretty good, I think. Yeah, I reckon this is going to be pretty good. The actual focus is pretty crystal clear. Like, it's actually pretty, the background's really blurred and got that real cool effect. So yeah, I'm loving it. Just got a few more settings to fine tune and we'll see how we go. So continue autofocus is sort of what you want if you're going to be, say, moving things in front of the camera that you want to be able to see a bit clearer and move away. I think I press record. Okay, so I think that I had it on autofocus plus something, but now I've put it on CAF, which is continuous autofocus. So I'm thinking that that's fixed my problem. I think that when I now like do this, do you like my fingers? It's like focus to this, and now when I do this, it fixes it. Well, that might have been too quick. But if I look really closely in the very center of the camera, super trippy, right? I love cameras. But if I look really closely, I can actually see it slightly moving when I go up that bit closer. And so it's actually like I can hear it trying to refocus. So hopefully that fixes the problem we were having. I don't know how delayed it is. I don't know how delayed the focus is. But I guess when I play this back, I'll see it. But yeah, I think that this is all right. So if I like go down here, is it focused? And then come back up. Like, I don't know if it focused on the background while I went down and then come back up. So I don't know, but we'll see. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop it on continuous autofocus, press record. And now as you can see, the I've just got a pair of sunnies and my lens cap up there. But if I move this away and move this away, if I hold this in front of it, you can see it focusing on that. Now if I move that away, it's going to keep focusing back on the sunglasses. That's the continuous autofocus. Just going to stop record on that. Now we're going to have another look at these settings. So that's sort of the focus settings. If you keep going down, now you can choose whether you want to prioritize aperture, the shutter speed, or if you just want to go with manual shooting. So I just had it on program auto for that. Here you can choose your actual resolution or your quality of the video. I always go with 1920 by 1080 just because it's sort of the most universal size for film, especially for YouTube. Now, the greatest thing about Olympus is that you can actually sort of automatically create little montage videos. So this is going to create just a 4-second video. I press record. See it counting down, and it's done. So it's now added to my clips. So if I press OK, and I now take a video of my mug, which is probably not going to like to try and focus on. Yep, that's good. Ooh, that's a cool mug. And then I press record again, counting down, and it has added it to my clips again. So now you can actually sort of combine these into one video. See it counting down. Counting down. So that way you can really sort of just do a really quick, say if you were traveling or something like that, you can just combine them all into one video and you've got little 4-second clips of it. So that's a really cool feature. I can't say I'm going to use it a whole lot, but it is really cool. So basically I've had it just on the 1920 by 1080 fine setting, but you can also have it on normal, which is just obviously a lower quality. Next is your ISO. You can have that on automatic, especially if you're going to be changing sort of your lighting quite a bit, or you can set it on a specific one. It does come up with the recommended ISO, which is really handy, especially if you kind of don't quite have your head wrapped around ISO like me. Then you can kind of let the camera do all the dirty work for you, which is great. So that's all the different settings you can change when using the video mode of your Olympus Pen. Once again, this was an E-PL8, one of the newer sort of models. It did not come with this really pretty case. I bought this separately, but I am very, very happy with it. It is super cute. Definitely reminds me of very old sort of film cameras, and so yeah, I love it. This is the hot shoe, which it actually came with an external flash, and it's even cuter, I promise you. Yes, so this is the Olympus Pen, and different ways that you can sort of adjust the camera settings for video shooting. So thanks so much for watching and hanging out with me trying to figure out this new camera. I really hope you enjoyed this video and picked up some new tips. And if you've got any questions, or if you're stuck with this Olympus camera and trying to work out a few things, if you have any questions, drop it in the comments. I would love to figure it out with you and we'll go from there. So if you want to know where I bought this from, or even the case, which is super cute, I will put a link in the description as to where you can buy those from. And I hope you have a great day. This has been super fun. We should do this again sometime. Ciao for now.